Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Friday. It's Daryl here. It's 4 a.m. bright and early here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I got a busy day today. I'm running late. The reason I'm running late is because this video, the subject matter of this video has got me so frustrated. I'm serious. Usually I try to organize my thoughts and come up with about 10 minutes of video content where I talk about empathy, how this relates to me, how it could relate to people watching the video. I organize my thoughts for about 10 minutes of content. And this morning I'm having a hard time doing that because I'm getting so frustrated with this story. And it kind of, this mentality kind of infringes in my life. This kind of, it's unfair mentality. I deal with this. I'll talk about that later. All right, what story am I talking about? North Carolina. I didn't even look this up. I'm not even sure. There's these 4 representatives from North Carolina: Kendall, Moss, Brody, and Cleveland. Now, I don't think I even have to look it up. I'm willing to bet any amount of money that these are 4 Republicans. I guarantee you these aren't Democrats. They basically are angry about free electric charging stations in North Carolina. You might have heard this story. It's insane. There's 3 parts to this. There's a bill in North Carolina up for vote, and there's 3 parts to it. And okay, first part, they want to take $50,000 worth of $50,000 of taxpayer money to take out these electric charging stations, which are already in some public areas, and destroy them. They're already up, they're already running. And here's just a thought. These electric charging stations, when more people that use these, the less people use gas. Supply and demand. When the demand for gas goes down, because more people are using these free electric charging stations, the supply goes up. The price, therefore, goes down. Therefore, these electric charging stations do benefit all people. The environment, all people, everybody, the earth, everybody. But for some reason, Republicans in their gas-guzzling luxury SUVs and big 4-wheel drives are very upset about this because they want free gas. Because these guys are getting free electricity, so why should I get free gas? It's not fair. I despise this way of thinking. Okay, that's the first part. $50,000 of taxpayer money to rip these charging stations out and destroy them. I can't believe this is serious. Second part of the bill. Some of these charging stations are in front of businesses. The businesses provide them. You know, free enterprise, right? But Republicans are supposed to be for free enterprise. So again, it seems like a little contradiction here. They want to require these businesses to list on the receipt. Say somebody goes in and buys a burger, a fry, and a soda. They want to, at the bottom, they want to itemize more or less the person's bill. How much of that bill for the burger, fries, and soda, how many pennies of that went for free electric charging for people? They want to know how much of their burger money went for free for this guy's electric driven car. I saw a good comparison in one of these articles down below. They said that this is something like akin to somebody demanding to know how much this business is paying in electric bills overnight when nobody's there. Because a customer buying a burger, he's not there, he's not using the electricity overnight, but he'd have to know how much of the business's electricity is being used overnight. It's the same kind of thing. All right, so destroy the chargers. Businesses provide itemized bills, and then here's the third part of it. If on public land, where these public roads, where these charging stations are, if there's electric charging stations, there has to be free gas and free diesel, because it's not fair. How come this guy gets free energy and I don't? I don't, you know what? I didn't even know where to start with this. Like I said, I guarantee these are Republicans. First thing that came to my head, Donald Trump, the golf carts. I got an article down below. First article I pulled up. It's from 2019. American taxpayers were already up to $500,000 paid out for Trump because his Secret Service was required to rent golf carts to guard Trump, rent the golf carts from Trump to guard Trump. So the taxpayer money was going back to him to guard him, which isn't how this works. That's not how any of this works. To take that line from the commercial, it's not how any of this works. And you don't hear a peep. All this stuff that Trump spent money on and the emollients clause, like his businesses making this money hand over fist, his hotels, taxpayer money, you don't hear a peep, but they're up in arms about pennies being spent for people getting free electricity. This is where I just started getting so angry when I was trying to organize my thoughts for this video. How does it affect, like, I don't understand why people get angry at stuff like this. If it doesn't affect you, and I don't consider this affecting you. Throughout the day, you're going to pay for different services in one way or another. You're going to benefit from some, and you're going to lose from some. Your money is going to go to something that you will receive nothing back for. In some cases, you're going to get something that you didn't pay for. And in my opinion, it all works out. And even if it doesn't, so what? There's bigger things to worry about. We're only here on this earth for so many hours, so many days. Why are you worried about pennies for somebody getting free electricity for their car? I feel this every day, in two different ways. Being an artist, I have heard this at least a half dozen times in the last couple of years, where people will see me out and about exercising or riding my bike during the day, and I get these angry opinions and comments and looks. Why aren't you in work? Why, It really appears to me that there's people out there that aren't happy with their own jobs. They're angry that they have to get up at this time. They don't like their job. And they're angry that I don't do that I earn my money in a different way. Let me tell you this. There's no way. I let them believe whatever they want to believe. Because the first thing that goes to their head is they think that somehow they're paying for it, which they're not. It's my art and my YouTube channel. And I design graphics. I design logos. And how I make my money is nobody else's business. And they always assume that they are somehow paying for it. And it's not fair that I'm not working. I should be suffering if they're suffering. And I swear I deal with this every day. I remember posting a picture on Facebook of me in front of my bike when I just got back from a ride. And one of these Trump supporters sent me a question, where are your work boots in that picture? I was like, what are you talking about? Work boots. It's me and my bike. What are you talking about, work boots? And then it clicked. Why aren't you working? Why aren't you, Yeah. And coincidentally, this guy's probably about 80 pounds overweight, intoxicated most of the time, a heavy drinker. And I just got to assume he hates his life and he just wants everybody else to be miserable. I run into this a lot. Also on my bike, I don't know what it is with these Republicans have against people not using gasoline. I get angry people that aim the cars at me, come too close to me on purpose, just because I'm on a bike. I really feel that. And when I talk to other bike riders or other joggers, they'll tell you the same exact thing. There's people that will come at you angrily for just because you're exercising, because you have the time to exercise. I don't know, because you're not using gas and paying for gas like everybody else. I don't get it. It drives me crazy. So this is the solution in North Carolina. 3 things: $50,000 of taxpayer money to rip out charging stations that are already in there. Itemized bills. So say how much of your burger you paid for your burger, how many pennies of that went to charge somebody's electric car, and they demand free gasoline. The decisions you make in life are yours, and there's consequences to those. If you choose to buy a gas car, you're going to pay for a gas car. If you buy an electric car, you might get some for free because it has benefits for everybody. The decisions you make are on you, not on everybody else. And it's got conformity to do with it too, which drives me crazy as an artist. It really feels like with the trans stuff and all the other stuff, that people like this, especially Republicans, have this thing where they want everybody to worship the same God, the same religion, the same, speak the same language, dress the same, look the same, because anybody sticking out makes them feel uncomfortable, makes them feel scared that they might have to change, because change is scary. I think that's what it all comes down to. So I'm sorry if this video was disjointed. You guys, I'll be back later. Have a good Friday.